So just one day after talking to the House Intelligence Committee about Donald Trump and Russia, Hope Hicks has now resigned from the White House. Now, this is from the New York Times. Her resignation came a day after she testified for 8 hours before the House Intelligence Committee, telling the panel that in her job she had occasionally been required to tell white lies, but had never lied about anything connected to the investigation into Russia's interference in the 2016 election. No, it has nothing to do with lying about the memes, which, by the way, that was the extent of the Russian interference campaign, was a bunch of memes. Okay, again, to me, how they did it is not such a big deal. And so, yes, they did it, and they did it with memes. Okay, then. Yes, they shouldn't do it. Yes, we should still switch to paper ballots. Not because that they're hacking us or anything like that. There's no proof of that. But nonetheless, we should take those kind of proactive measures to protect our voting systems, not only against foreign governments, but against people in other political parties. Okay. Fascinating. So that's my ideas on that. Now, what's interesting about this, again, this is Maggie Haberman writing for the New York Times. She writes that Ms. Hicks, 29, a former model who joined Mr. Trump's 2016 presidential campaign without any experience in politics, became known as one of the few aides who understood Mr. Trump's personality and style and could challenge the president to change his views. Now, she writes, of course, about Hicks' past. For example, she had been working for the Trump family for about 6 years. First working with Ivanka with her brand, and then later on being tapped by Donald Trump. Maybe, I'm not going to say literally. That was an unfortunate phrase, especially considering the nasty rumors. But she had been chosen by Trump to go and join his campaign. Again, former model, no history in politics. Then again, look, to be fair, Donald Trump doesn't have any history in politics. Okay. But again, there is those nasty rumors that are going around that Hope Hicks had a relationship with Donald Trump. I don't know if that's true. I'm not necessarily sure that I want to know that that's true, but it might explain why Hope Hicks or Donald Trump was especially angry about the rumors over Rob Porter. Now, Rob Porter, of course, this goes back to that scandal where Rob Porter was found to have been abusive in his previous relationships. And then there's, of course, the fact that Rob Porter and Hicks had actually been a couple. Donald Trump was very, very angry about that revelation, apparently. And, of course, all sorts of White House drama. So, I don't know. Is her leaving related to that? Perhaps. It also could be related to, of course, her being in that meeting, or more importantly, I think, having to tell white lies and admitting to telling little white lies on behalf of President Trump. So I think all of that plays into it. Now, Haberman continues, yet as a person who has spent the most time with Mr. Trump, Ms. Hicks became enmeshed in a number of controversies over the past year, including key aspects of the investigation by Congress and the special counsel Robert Mueller, and a possible collusion by the Russian government in the Trump campaign, as well as the firing of FBI Director James Comey. In recent weeks, her personal life drew unwanted attention when it was reported that she had dated Rob Porter, as I mentioned that. Multiple White House aides, however, said Ms. Hicks' decision to leave was unrelated to her appearance before the House committee. They said that she had told a small group of people in the days before the session that she had planned to resign, partly because she never liked Washington and chose not to try to pretend to. Ms. Hicks had been considering leaving the White House for several months. She told her colleagues that she had accomplished what she felt to do with a job that made one of the most powerful people, or made her one of the most powerful people in Washington, and that there would never be a perfect moment to leave. Ms. Hicks told the president of her plans on Wednesday afternoon. So, look, I'm not buying this. Look, Maggie Haberman, she's the New York Times. She can't have an opinion. So she's got to write down, well, this is what White House aides have said. Am I buying that? No, I don't. I don't buy that at all. You're saying that you plan on leaving after 6 months working for the White House. You planned on leaving a very powerful position that could lead to other very powerful positions. Bullshit. I call BS on that. No, nobody leaves that position. Now, look, there's rumors that John Kelly forced her out. Anthony Scaramucci, of course, on Twitter, he's like, look at that, see? They're forcing all the Trump people out. John Kelly is General Jackass. Funny, but look, then again, maybe there's a little bit of truth to it. I don't know. But what I do know is, look, Hope Hicks, as I said, she tried to keep a very, very low profile on purpose. And that, look, all this stuff coming out, Rob Porter, Donald Trump getting very, very angry at this whole situation with Rob Porter and the rumors that surrounding this entire thing. I don't know. Maybe it's enough for you. Plus the Russia stuff, that might be enough for her to say, okay, I'm pulling the chute. But she's not the only one. Again, I've done stories on John Kelly wanting to pull the chute. So who knows? But it is very, very interesting because now, again, Donald Trump's closest advisor in Hicks, gone. There is a rapidly shrinking group of people that the president can confide in. I don't know what that's going to lead to. Again, one of her jobs was to calm down the president and that she understood the president. It's one of the things that they said about her. Without that calming influence, we're not sure what the hell is going to happen. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.